Hey everyone, welcome to Z's Bees. We're back at Macy's Vineyard Hive. You can see there's the vineyard over here. And it seems like every time we work over here, it's kind of drizzly, rainy out. So what I'm doing here, see I have a whole bunch of stuff, is I am going to add an additional box. So what I'm gonna do is I brought over 10 frames in here. Some of them are already drawn out. And we're doing that because I think they're expanding. So let's see what they look like inside. So I'm gonna work one-handed. I'm just gonna transfer these over. So the two outermost frames are just your regular waxed frames. All right, so now I have some drawn comb. You see there's actually some bees on it already. This is something that I had from last year from one of my hives. This one, you might be looking at this saying, oh, there's mold on it. Well, the bees will take care of that. Not that big a deal. This was in one of my swarm traps. Moisture content got a little high, so I'm not worried that this is some sort of disease frame. I know that it's just moisture that caused that. The bees will take care of it. Then I have some really nice 1-year-old drawn comb that the bees can move right up into. Have another one. There's a little honey on the outside. Have another one. Have a frame of honey slash nectar, and then I have 2 new frames. The reason that I'm adding the drawn comb is because I want to make sure that as the queen expands in the brood nest, she's got a place to go. Now the issue is if you don't have drawn comb, you have to really manage swarms because sometimes they'll expand faster than they can draw a comb, and then it's going to trigger them wanting to swarm. So we're going to pop off the feed bucket. Let me just feel it here. And it's empty, completely empty. A couple drips there. I'm just gonna put those on there. I can see just by this little bit, I have a feeling that they're pretty populated. Working one-handed here. I was gonna wait till Sunday, but I don't think we have enough time. Let's see how good I can get here. At some point I might have to put down the camera. Look at the comb they drew out there. Let me change the setting here a little bit. The lid feels like it's glued down. Whoop, a little bit of a pop there. And look at how much we have. So I'm gonna set this frame, or I'm sorry, this cover out front. And one of the things you want to look for is how many frames they're occupying. So you see 1, 2, 3, 4, they're almost all the way across. That pollen patty, they're eating on this. What I'm going to do is just make sure that I don't have small hive beetle larvae in there, which I don't. I'm going to take this off for right now. Really nice temperament. Really good. So then all I'm gonna do, and I might have to put the camera down for a second on this. Let me see if I can balance it. So what I did is I just put that second box on there. I'm gonna take and draw these in tight. They are ready to expand. We'll take this pollen patty. We'll lay that over here. I have an additional one. I'm gonna lay that here. I have a new feed bucket. So what I'm gonna do with the bees that are on here, they're not gonna like that. So there we have it. I'm gonna try to edit this down so it's not real shaky, but I have pollen patty, feed bucket, have a second box added on, and now they can expand. So now what I'll do with my feeder buckets is I can have a medium super now, protect it. So this will be my protection. I'll lay the top cover here and you'll see that there's a little flex when I put the cover on. So there we have it. We put the second box on. pollen patty, feed bucket. Pretty soon the nectar flow is going to start. I think Sunday, if it's nice out, we'll try and do an inspection on this hive, see if they moved up.